Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the thrilling world of movies. Today, we're diving into the captivating realm of magic and illusion with a quick recap of the mind-bending film, Now You See Me Too. Before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. New Jersey, 1984. The magician Lionel Shrike is preparing to perform a daring escape trick. He will be locked inside a safe and dropped into the river. Thaddeus Bradley reports on the event, expressing skepticism about its success. Lionel's son Dylan approaches his father, expressing doubts about the trick. Lionel reassures Dylan, promising to be out in 5 minutes. He enters the safe, which is then dropped into the water. However, as time passes, Lionel fails to resurface. Panic ensues, and Dylan attempts to run towards the water but is stopped by authorities. In the present, we see a video message from Thaddeus in his prison cell. He mentions a secret magic society called the Eye and hints at revenge for the Horsemen. The Horsemen have been in hiding for a year since their last performance. Henley Reeves has left the group. J. Daniel Atlas walks through a tunnel that leads him to a room. A mysterious voice claiming to be a member of the Eye speaks to Danny. Frustrated with their lack of progress, Danny expresses his desire for a breakthrough. The voice assures him that things are about to change. Dylan continues to play his role as an undercover agent, pretending to pursue the Horsemen while secretly working with them. He discusses his findings with new agent Natalie Austin and senior agent Cowan, but they dismiss his claims. Danny returns to his apartment to find a woman named Lula May waiting for him. He sets up a trick that makes it appear as if Lula gets decapitated, but Danny sees through the illusion. Lula reveals her knowledge about the Horsemen, and Danny recognizes her from a past performance. He attempts to restrain her, but she manages to vanish when his back is turned. Danny is summoned to a meeting with the other Horsemen. Merritt McKinney and Jack Wilder are practicing their skills, with Jack experimenting with hypnotism. Dylan and Lula join them, and Dylan announces that it's time for their next show. Their plan is to expose the fraudulent CEO Owen case during a tech program launch for Oct and sabotage the event. Disguised as employees, the Horsemen infiltrate the launch site in New York. They set up their trap and Merritt hypnotizes Owen. The show begins with Danny, Lula, and Merritt taking the stage, surprising the audience with their reappearance. However, their show is interrupted by a distorted voice that exposes the Horsemen's secrets. Natalie, Cowan, and FBI agents arrive, attempting to arrest Dylan. Dylan frees himself and apprehends the agents instead. The Horsemen escape to the rooftop, where they slide down a chute expecting to land in a getaway truck. Instead, they find themselves in a Chinese restaurant kitchen in Macau. To their surprise, they realize that Merritt's twin brother Chase played a part in their unexpected journey. Armed thugs capture the Horsemen and transport them in vans. Dylan receives a call from Thaddeus, who still seeks revenge. Later, Dylan uses Cowan's ID to access Thaddeus's prison cell and release him, hoping to uncover the truth behind the Horsemen's predicament. The Horsemen travel with Chase to their next destination. Chase reveals that he once disguised himself as a pizza delivery guy and stole information from Merritt and the other Horsemen. The thugs take them to a penthouse where they meet Walter Mabry, Owen's former partner presumed dead. Walter faked his death and seeks revenge on Owen for stealing his plans. He enlists the Horsemen to steal a memory stick that would expose Owen and others like him. The following day, the Horsemen visit the oldest magic shop in the world and meet Lai and his grandmother Boo Boo. Lai provides them with the necessary materials for their heist. Dylan and Thaddeus travel to Macau in search of the Horsemen. Thaddeus acknowledges Dylan's lingering anger towards him. But as they visit the magic shop and talk to Boo Boo and Lai, Thaddeus mysteriously disappears, leaving behind a note that says your move. To obtain the memory stick, the Horsemen must first meet a South African gangster at a casino, who will then guide them to the facility. They go undercover as researchers and manage to acquire the stick, hiding it on a playing card. They pass through inspections, keeping the card concealed. Dylan intervenes, creating confusion and allowing Merritt to pass the card to Lula without detection. However, they discover that they have been betrayed by Walter. Walter's thugs confront Danny, but Dylan arrives and creates a diversion. Dylan appears to hand over the card, leading the thugs to chase after him. Dylan fights back, but Chase distracts him, giving Walter the opportunity to knock Dylan unconscious. Dylan is taken aboard a boat where Walter reveals his true identity and intention. Walter's father turns out to be Arthur Tressler, the man Dylan helped the Horsemen expose. Tressler dismisses Dylan's grievances and locks him in a safe, intending to drown him. Dylan manages to pick the lock but loses consciousness before resurfacing. Luckily, the Horsemen locate and rescue him. Tressler meets with Thaddeus, acknowledging his assistance in getting back at Dylan and the Horsemen. After reviving Dylan, the Horsemen take him to their hideout. They realize the card with the stick is a fake, suspecting they lost it during the attack. Feeling discouraged, they are approached by Lai and Boo Boo, who reveal their affiliation with the Eye and their observations of the Horsemen. They realize they need to put on a grand show to expose Walter and Tressler. They begin devising their plan. The Horsemen travel to London for their final performance. Jack engages a small crowd, demonstrating a trick involving 3 hidden volunteers. Lula performs with doves, and Danny showcases his apparent water manipulation in front of a large audience. The FBI closes in on the Horsemen, while Walter, Tressler, and Chase track their movements, recognizing a pattern. Chase deduces Merritt's destination as Greenwich. Worried, Dylan calls for a meeting at their rendezvous point. Meanwhile, the FBI captures Thaddeus. The Horsemen are captured by Walter's thugs and taken aboard a plane. As they take off, Chase suggests throwing them off the plane. One by one, the Horsemen are thrown out. Walter and Tressler celebrate, unaware that something is amiss with their champagne. They discover a full card and realize they have been tricked. The plane lands, revealing the entire event was a staged performance witnessed by thousands of onlookers in London and broadcast worldwide. Walter, Tressler, and Chase are exposed and arrested. Natalie confronts Dylan about his deceit, but he maintains that he is still the same person she once admired. He hands her the incriminating evidence and disappears. Later, Dylan and the Horsemen are taken to a building belonging to the Eye. Dylan enters a room and finds pictures of his father, including one with Thaddeus. Thaddeus, who escaped custody, appears and confesses his remorse over what happened to Dylan's father. He expresses pride in the magician Dylan has become. Dylan seemingly forgives Thaddeus and asks what comes next. Thaddeus suggests finding a successor, and as Danny and the others join them, Thaddeus leaves, urging them to ignore the curtain in the room. The group discovers a door behind the curtain, leading to a spiral staircase. They descend, eager to uncover what awaits them at the bottom. And that's the end of the story. I hope you liked it. Comment down below what movies do you like us to recap next. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.